Yo, what is up? Welcome back to the Culture and Cannabis Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Full-Time Tony, here with my guy, JC Coates, and we're in the building. What's good, bro?
What's good, bro?
We're back. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, man.
Sometimes I don't get to see JC as much during the week just because we both have busy schedules, different responsibilities, obligations. JC's a dad, so he has to do shit like that. So I don't get to see him as much.
You haven't seen me in several days.
When was the last time I saw you? Monday?
It could have been Monday.
Yeah,
my
so
memory,
sometimes, so it's like good because every Thursday at least I get to see JC.
Yeah,
at least one time.
There it is.
And we're here now. We're at the podcast.
And I haven't even yelled at you.
What? I haven't yelled at you either. So I think this is going pretty good. This is a good Thursday so far.
It's good.
But yeah, man, we actually have a guest this week.
We do.
We went 3 weeks guestless.
We did.
And now today we have a guest in the studio.
In the studio.
It feels good to have a guest back into the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cool to have these people that are, calling from out of town, stuff like that. But it's also always feels good to have a guest in the studio.
Right. Here
at Rigel Studios.
Yeah. So who do we got? We got my friend Luke in the building. Listen, this is Pac Paints 702. He just hit up a beautiful mural for us at the Inside Man headquarters. Pac Paints 702. What's good, brother? What's good?
What's going on?
Listen, tell us a little bit about who you are and what you got going on.
Well, I'm Luke. I'm an artist that goes by Pac Paints. I've been doing this art thing for a while. I grew up in the graffiti game. And had a kid and decided to go legal, I guess, It's time to start making money for my shit and not vandalizing for no reason.
Nice. Because let's talk about it, right? Vandalizing, and we're talking about graffiti art, right?
Is that a dirty word, vandalizing?
I mean, well, yeah, vandalizing.
Is it like kind of like
I'm used to it?
Is it like black market, traditional market type of level, right? Like the idea of like saying that graffiti are. I mean, don't get me wrong. There is some graffiti that's absolute trash.
Absolute
trash.
Yeah.
The stuff that you do is obviously phenomenal.
Right.
And we'll dive into that. But like, is the word vandalizing like a dirty word in the graffiti like era, like realm? I guess.
I mean, like most cats, if they hit us with that, I'll just laugh at you.
Cool.
It's no big deal. Like you want to say vandalism, I want to say art. It is what it is. Sometimes it's just a matter of getting your name out there. So a lot of cats will just do a tag, and most people don't. They don't see art when it comes to tags. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But the scene, what we see is a whole nother thing. It's it's that person's just throwing up his name. Period. Mm-hmm. He's making a stamp real quick, basically. Mm-hmm. And so it's really just like perspective. You know what I mean?
So let's talk about like the stigma. Let's stick on this topic for a little bit because when it comes to art forms, art mediums, right? It's like, you have some that are widely accepted and you have some that they're kind of like, frowned upon, right? I think the term that they use in the industry is like highbrow art and lowbrow art, right? And I think graffiti's definitely been, gotten beat up on over the years. Why do you think that is that stigma kind of stuck with graffiti, and where do you think we are with that stigma today?
Well, it all stems from back in the day. Shit comes with hip hop. You know what I mean? That's where it really is. But and all that's frowned upon too. Right. It's a matter of it's a whole nother genre, a whole nother area of life. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And a lot of cats will look at you like you're a dirtbag if you're a tagger or even a rapper or anything along that means, Mm-hmm. But most of the people that look at it as trash are the type of people that don't get the fuck out of their house much. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like they don't have an open mind whatsoever. Like a lot of these cats they're bored. They're bored, so they want to come up with something to talk shit about. And what's the closest thing, you know what I mean? Something tagged on a wall. So there it is. They're gonna talk shit. But nowadays, it's been crazy accepted actually, because I remember the governor out here was talking about cutting off all of our thumbs, and I got busted when I was like 12 years old. Crying like, yo, mom, this dude's about to cut my thumbs off.
That was a real thing. I remember that. Oscar Goodman, I remember I was like around that age too. He was like, yep, if I find any graffiti artists, we're gonna cut their thumbs off.
He's dead serious.
But he was an old school mobster. He was literally the lawyer for everyone in the mob here in Las Vegas. So it makes sense, that he would say some dumb shit like that. But
and like that dude's wife used to come into my my class, and I was in like 3rd grade and read us books and shit.
Yeah, she, Carolyn.
Marilyn.
Yeah.
No, Carolyn.
It's Carolyn.
Yeah, I said you're right.
Yeah, I've met her a couple times. She's a nice lady.
She's nice from what I remember.
But I feel like Vegas has definitely kind of come a long way with the stigma, right? It's like now we've kind of embraced the
absolutely,
the art and stuff
absolutely.
like that.
It's not going nowhere.
It's definitely not.
It's not going nowhere. So why fight it? Why try to start a fight, or always try to make everyone feel like shit? Because you know what I mean.
And then hasn't there always been kind of like, you know, some artists that's like, you know, they would like tag in places where maybe it gave the art form of graffiti kind of like a bad name. Right?
Horrible
you know what
name.
I'm saying?
Absolutely,
like
absolutely.
all those cats, and then it was like, what would you say to those cats today? Like,
pay attention to what an art form really is, you know what I mean? When it comes to architecture, anything, you know what I mean? And if somebody did a badass building, don't fucking touch it, you know what I mean? Or like the turtles on the freeway, when the whole thing about cutting off our thumbs, that was art. Someone made those turtles, you know, that cost thousands and thousands of dollars, and you're gonna go fucking tag it. You're burnt, dude. Like, it's just stay in your lane. Everyone needs to stay in their lane and just you know where to hit up, you know what I mean? And at the same time, you know what we stand for, so stick to it.
It's just always a trip, like, because like graffiti, like, you know, like a lot of times it would just like, you would just wake up in the morning and then you would see it, right? And it was almost like a lot of times the artists wouldn't ask for permission, right? They would just, you know, and you know, that went from like being like super taboo to being like, you know, kind of like being a rebel, fuck you to society, to like now actually becoming like this cool thing, right? Like Banksy made it like this, so like to where even like the people that might have hated on graffiti kind of like embrace it now, right?
I mean, that dude's a stencil artist, but whatever.
Maybe it's not the best comparison, but you know, like
I get you though.
Street art, right?
Jason got called out on the podcast.
I did. You know? I'm definitely not an art expert. But
He picked the most mainstream artist too. I knew you were gonna say it. Either me or you were gonna say it at some point. I'm just happy it was you. But
yeah, definitely not an art expert.
Respect the Banksy. Respect the Banksy.
no,
Dude's
and I think the whole
dude.
point is that like the idea of street art in general became more of a cool thing because a guy named Banksy started making it, and then started multi-million-dollar pieces that he's being sold, and so now now it's like people are like paying top dollar to get graffiti art on their walls of their businesses.
Absolutely.
Which is so funny because 15 years ago it wasn't like that at all.
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm like trying to start doing graffiti on roofs. I want to do it as advertisements, bro. Like,
That's sick.
Like that's what I'm going for right now.
How's that work? Like, what do you mean, like advertisement?
Well, everything's bird's eye view nowadays, dude. Everyone's lazy. Everyone Googles everything, and you know what I mean. And what do you see when you look up directions? What do you see? You know, all you see is nothing but roofs everywhere.
Google
and
Maps.
No one's ever thought about just saying, "Oh, dude, what if I just happen to throw this up there?" So I started doing it on a few companies, and out in Arizona, actually, a company called Roofing Southwest. I'm about to be going out to them. They're sick. But,
Dope, dude.
Yeah.
And so what does that look like? So when someone comes to you, because obviously there's more like, I don't want to say boring, but more like generic looking ads that people want to do compared to something that like you created us that was like completely artistic. It came from you. It's like, you put your blood, sweat, and tears in it. Like what does that look like on an artistic process?
So a lot of cats there's a lot of followers out there, you know what I mean? A lot of people that like to copy styles or, oh, that's tight, so let me make that style into mine. But the whole thing about art is it's yours. It's yours. There's nothing anyone can talk shit about when it comes to art. And if somebody's, oh, you can't draw that like that, what? Who are you to tell me I can't draw something a certain way? You know what I mean? And the people, most of the stuff that sucks and is generic, like you say, out there is the people that are just followers, bro. That are just trying to copy another man's style or do something like that's a no-no, dude. Like you stay in your own lane and you actually go with what you believe in, or you want to go after something like with a certain style that may look completely batshit crazy, but it's sick at the end if you stick to it. You stick to it and you stand. It's like that. What's the saying? Stand for something or fall for anything type of ordeal. You know, that's really what it is when it comes down to art, dude.
Yeah, I feel like graffiti art has like one of these cultures. There's like there's some definitely like do's and don'ts, right?
Yeah.
Like in the other art like cultures, right? Like it's not so much, right? But like there's some definitely things that like if you did in the art graffiti culture, like you might even get your ass whipped, right? Like
no doubt.
Right? So let's talk about like what are some of the do's and don'ts in the graffiti?
Do's
art?
and don'ts. So if someone put a tag, don't tag over theirs with another tag. But if you're gonna do a piece, that completely blows that shit out of the water, then you could go over it. It's all right.
Oh, really? So it's like if you have the checkmate.
If you're upgrading, boom, then, upgrade.
Because I just saw something on Instagram and I forget. I think it was in LA, and that there was this guy who was there, and he was trying to tag something that was like a legendary spot in LA.
You're tripping.
And he got his ass beat. Like like leaking.
Oh yeah.
And I wish I knew the artist, and I wish I knew the kid that got beat up, but it's just interesting because like that shit's taken seriously.
Yeah, no
super
doubt.
seriously.
I just flipped out on somebody. I'm not gonna put their name out there. I'm gonna give them fucking recognition, but homeboy was redoing my characters and like tagging. Yeah, like just basically. What? I did a collab with the dude and it just didn't work out too great. You know what I mean? Two different artists, two different mindsets. Yeah. But
and then he started biting your style, like.
No, homeboy got his own style. You know what I mean? But it's just a matter of he started redoing my characters, and you know I love my characters, bro. Like it's not just something on a piece of paper or a wall to me, dude. Everything that I do, I make up on top. Like that's what I do. And
let's talk about it. So, like in the mural that you made for us, there's definitely a huge one of your main signature characters there. I saw on Instagram.
Yeah.
I think yesterday that you just dropped a new character. Let's talk about the characters you have and what inspired you to create those guys.
So my main character, his name's O, actually, and he's stitched the fuck up, dude. He's a ragdoll, and he's wild. You know what I mean? I like to paint him in different situations and scenarios. Yeah. And most of the time, the situations, scenarios that I paint him in are things that I go through in my life, you know? And I add, the more stitches you see, you know, is kind of my style. Most people don't know this, but the more stitches and patches that you see on him that day, is kind of like how I'm feeling. Mm-hmm. If I'm pissed, you're gonna see him stitched up, straight up, cotton coming out, like, you know. And if I'm all right, it's gonna be cleaned up, and he's gonna be looking right, you know. So it's just basically it's from me, you know. It's a branch off of me and my feelings.
Self-representation,
yeah,
right?
Absolutely. And so I came up with him, and then I started coming up with just other characters that kind of fit that style, you know, and. To the point where now I'm like, I got hit up by a homegirl whose sister works with Adult Swim. And I don't know what's going on with that. I just got a call and I got to have some meeting with these people. And I'm doing stuff for Baker Skateboards, and I'm going to be drawing for my brother. And so, yeah, things are going pretty good with the character.
Yeah, side note, your brother's a legendary skateboarder. Yeah. There's this one video that our partner Chuck talks about all the time, that he was hitting this spot in LA and would drive out there like all the time to hit this. Oh, yeah. And I forget what the spot is. Was it a stair set?
Yep, it was, he was trying, it was like this wraparound, bro.
Yes.
And he did it actually, his first like big video ever, it was with Pig, I think it was with Pig Wood. And he did this, his first video, he's 50-50'd it, went all the way down. But then this time he went to like no slide and shove it out. And he went, I think it was like 28 times.
Yeah,
dude.
something crazy.
Like, yeah. He went out there and they even made a video about it called My War.
Yes. Yeah. That's what it is.
Bro, it went viral like within the first like 2 days, the video. And just like he would go out there on a city bus, the mega bus, it cost like $13. And go back Sunday night, get no sleep, take his kids to school in the morning. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Like, that was his thing, dude.
And that's what's so cool is that like he's like legit your brother, and like skateboarding in its own way is an art style, right?
Absolutely.
Because it's so creative the way that you think about it, and so that you're an artist, you know, to kind of fuse those two together is so sick.
Right. Yeah. I'm stoked about it, honestly. Like the skateboard industry has always been really supportive of artists. Always been supportive of artists. And like the stuff you see on the bottom of skateboards is insane. And since I've got, I switched up my life a little bit. I used to be a crazy cat, and my brother recognizes that, hits me up, and is like, start drawing me shit now. Now, so that's what I've been doing, bro. I've just been staying in my own lane and kind of been a recluse lately and just fucking painting, bro. That's it.
Nice. So, all right. So, graffiti is one of the elements of hip hop. Is that right? So,
no doubt.
So, let's talk about how has hip hop kind of like influenced your art.
Oh man, I mean, fuck the man, right? That's what it's about, dude. I mean, rest in peace, MF Doom. That dude was one of the I love that. Right. I love listening to him and painting back in the day. That was my thing. Living Legends, all of that, And just, they talk about life. They talk about the stuff that we're going through, that all of us go through daily day. They don't just, they're not faking the funk. They're not trying to talk about bullshit, you know what I mean? Love stories 24/7, which they do, obviously, because we all go through them. But they touch base with the dirty too, the grimy shit that's going out there,
the gutter.
Yeah, real shit. They touch base with all of that. And that's a big deal to me. When it comes to putting me in my zone to paint, I don't want to listen to Willie Nelson. No offense, old man. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, I would rather listen to somebody talking about painting a fucking bus on the way to school. And that's what I'm about. I love hip hop, dude.
Yeah, and it just kind of goes together, right? The environment.
Absolutely.
When you're out there in the street, you know what I mean? It's that's what it is, right?
It's the vibe.
So let's talk about some artists, from Vegas, right? Let's get a top 3 list, man. Top 3.
Shit.
Should we do top 3? Should we do top 5? I think we should do top 3. Top 3.
All right.
Graph artists.
All right.
Make that decision for you real quick.
Damn.
Top 3 graffiti artists in Las Vegas or from Nevada. Go.
All right. So my number 1, this fool Nozzle. He's like a little Mexican cat. Fool's fucking killer with the characters. Homie's insane, dude. He just opened up a gallery, actually, with this other dude, Trippy Pidgey or something like that. He's sick with it. I like him a lot. And then there's a lot of old school cats I don't really know. I've been meeting at this graffiti park thing, but Sean Keith, that dude, he just has fun with it, bro. He's the one that taught me just go downtown and fucking act like it's legal, homie. Right? Sean Keith's sick, bro, just because of that. I like that dude a lot, bro. There is, and I'd say, another person, honestly, dude, I would say this dude, Sear, me and him used to butt heads growing up. We were from the same graffiti crew. He fucking hated me, dude, but he's talented as shit, dude. He's super sick. Underground, he opened up a smoke shop and kind of kicked back on the whole graffiti thing. But he's sick, dude. He's sick. I give it to him. I'd say he's probably up there with the top 3, for sure.
Oh,
there it is. Nozzle, Sean Keith, and
Sear.
Yeah. Damn, I'll have to check them all out now.
Yeah, man.
I think it's that's such an interesting take too, because it's the idea that you're right. You could just go downtown and be like, oh yeah, someone's paying me to do this. No, I got permission to do this. Well,
make up the name.
Yeah. John told me everything's cool. You know John, right? Oh yeah, exactly. We know John. Cool. Okay, cool.
Exactly.
So I want to talk about something that you're doing that I think is really admirable. And it's really hard, right? And it's, the what is it that everybody say, the starving artist, right? And
right.
And it's I feel like that's an old kind of term that could almost be kind of outdated, right? Because the time that we live in now is almost rooting for artists. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that it's not easy or not hard, right? It's definitely hard, but because a lot of times, especially with the cultural kind of driven and inspired type of arts, right? We participate in entertainment type stuff, and sometimes there's just not a lot of money there, right? No. And same for promoter, right? Doing fucking shows, right? There's no fucking money in it.
Right.
And, but you're making this transition in your life and in your career to focus solely on the gifts God have given you with the art and trying to monetize this for you. Let's talk about some of the major challenges that you're up against and how you're kind of solving those problems.
Well, you know, like I said, I grew up a knucklehead, bro. I was always, everything I did was not legal. That's just it. And I got used to that type of lifestyle. But, you know, I had my daughter, her name's Presley Nirvana. She's my life, dude. Super sick, 5 years old. And her mom, you know, her mom's going through some things and took off a little bit ago. But it's just been me and my kid, dude. She's my road dog. I take her to spots with me, you know what I mean? Sucks to say, but I've taken her to a few illegal spots, you know, and she's right there with me. But everything I do is for her, basically, and I'm just trying to show her that you could do what you love and make money off of it. And if I gotta be that starving artist for a little while, then so be it. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna starve, but she's gonna eat. That's all I care about. And you know, and I do these elementary schools now with this place called Graffiti Park LV. This dude Danny just randomly started. His whole family is artists. He's not even into art. His whole family is, but he just brought all these artists together to start doing elementary schools. And when the kids come back to school, basically to get them excited, show them that from one base, one stem of spray paint, you could do so many different things, so many different styles, so many anything. And he accepts any artist. You hear about him, hit him up. He'll let you come paint a school, you know?
So sick.
Yeah, and basically I just, not even just my kid, I want to show like everybody that you could be happy with what you do. You know what I mean? Like, everyone working these miserable ass 9 to 5s. I've been there. I've been there. I still probably have to end up doing that in the end, but I'm going to try. I'm sure in hell going to fucking try and do what I got to do, you know?
Yeah. No, I think it's important, man. I think it's important rite of passage for you and for you to show your daughter. And, you know, I've went through that struggle of, you know, kind of having to work the 9 to 5 that I hated, right? It's just so I could make enough money to where I could participate in the business that I was building, you know what I mean? And it's taken me a lifetime to get all the way on the other side, you know? It doesn't have to for you or anyone listening. Definitely did for me, you know? We're trying to get Tony over there on the other side before he's, you know, 29.
Facts.
I think we're going to get there. But yeah, no, I think it's a beautiful thing that you're doing. And I believe that, you know, the universe is for us. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And for those people out there, especially the artists that are driven by passion and things that they're inspired by, that are scared to kind of get out there and be, you know, to think they can't, you know, make it, right?
Right.
You know, you're given that gift, right, for a reason, right? And you're supposed to use it, right? And I believe that if you are willing to eat shit, like you said, you know, and be that starving artist, you know, and pay your dues, you can get to that other side.
No doubt.
So, man, let's get Nirvana to that other side too, right? Let's
Straight
teach
up.
it that it's possible.
Straight up. And it's not because of the band. Before anyone says shit, not because of the band. So that, look up the meaning.
Yeah. So let's talk about it. So Nirvana is your daughter's name.
Yeah.
And Nirvana is.
Basically, it's reaching that ultimate enlightenment within oneself, you know, and just keeping your composure, breathing, and, you know, just basically it's a way of living.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I was locked up, I got into Buddhism, and I was never a religious cat. When I heard the word God, I'd be like, get the fuck away from me, you know? But this one dude came up to me, he was into Buddhism, and he's like, you're gonna hear the word God a lot, you know, just take it as a fucking good orderly direction. That's what he told me. He's like, take it as that and roll with it. And then he gave me a book, and it was on Buddhism. And I started reading up on it, and basically I just loved it, bro, because all it really is just showing you that perspective is the key to life, bro. 100% though, 100%, because you could look at any situation like, this is fucked, like, this is horrible, or this happened because of this. And sometimes, you know what I mean, you hate hearing those guru ass homies, like, when you're going through something, that fool like, oh, don't worry, it happened because of this. Fuck you.
Everything happens for a reason. Yeah, take that and shove up your ass. This fucking sucks right now.
Wipe it, dude. Yeah, fuck, man. I just, but it helped me. It helped me a lot. And it gave me, I just try to touch base and remind myself on that perspective is key when it comes to any situation that I deal with. That's pretty much it, though.
Nice. All right, so let's say, like, you know, you wake up one morning and it's like your day off. You don't have to do anything for your daughter, right? And you got some inspiration going on, and you grab the bag of paints and you throw the bag in the trunk, and you get in the car and you drive down to the arts district, and you trek somewhere where nobody's looking at you, and you see this perfect wall, and then you see this kid, and he looks like he's like a teenager, right? And he doesn't really know what he's doing out there, but he's spray painting. What are you gonna say to that kid?
Shit, dude, keep it up, dude. Keep it up. What? I suck, homie. Like, what the fuck? Hey, bro. If you start and you're a beast off the bat, fuck you. I mean, actually, fuck, Latin artist, you're a dick. This dude, Latin artist out here did that. He's been an artist forever, but he picked up a can of paint like 9 months ago. And it's fucking amazing, bro. It does full-on realism, like amazing pieces of art. But that's rare, so none of you think that's what's gonna happen. But if you're new to the game, just stick to it, bro. And stick to your own style. Don't try to bite off anybody, bro. Don't, because you could read it. Everyone can see that you're jocking somebody from the 90s or the early 2000s. I know all the artists, and everyone else does too, bro. So don't be that guy.
Right, and then where do you learn, right? Because it's what is it? The tips, right? There's so many different tips and the angles that hit that different depth and all that stuff. Like, so how do you learn all that shit?
Honestly, just by painting. Trial and error, dude. Like, I've tried using fat tips or outlines, and I'm not too good at that. I got to use low pressure cans with some like line tips and things like that. But it's honestly just trial and error, bro. Just because something looked ugly as fuck, don't talk shit on yourself or don't put yourself down. Just go pick up another can of paint and find a new spot and paint, dude.
Yeah. I mean,
that's life, bro.
It is life.
Yeah, for real.
You fuck up one wall, go find a new one.
Yeah,
and
straight up.
The thing about like graph work, it's so extreme. Like it's not just like when you throw it up on the wall, like everyone sees it.
Oh yeah.
You feel me?
Absolutely.
Like that's your soul out there for everyone just to walk by and just to look at, right? And so. It takes a lot of balls, I think, to go through that process of just putting it out there. I think that's probably why a lot of, like, maybe, we're so kind of low key about it, right? Or we need to keep private about it, right?
Oh, yeah.
But real quick before we kind of take you out there, Ramon, what is that? What does Ramon mean to you, that word Ramon?
Ramon?
Yeah, the name Ramon. What does that mean to you?
I don't even know what you're talking about right now. Who's Ramon?
Let's try to pull a left. Remember that old
Hey,
breaking?
you guys know Bofa?
do you remember
That's what JC essentially just said.
Do you guys
sorry.
Do you guys remember the old break-in movie with Ramon and the break dancers?
Dog.
And Ramon was
How old are you?
graffiti
28.
artist.
No,
This is legendary.
Bro, he
legendary
was
movie.
born in 93. I was born in 95, bro. We don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I am sorry.
Hey, I'm not trying to be the one to say it, bro.
Okay, but explain to me who Ramon is, real quickly.
Ramon, who are you?
Ramon.
I mean, all right, so
You gonna bring it up?
he was a legendary graffiti artist in this movie.
Oh, out in New York, right?
Yeah, out in New York.
I do know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
the break. He died,
Yeah.
and then the breakers wanted to dance and battle in his
I
name.
think I know
and all
exactly
that
what you're
stuff.
talking
Were
about.
you inspired by that movie to become a breakdancer? Is that how you became a b-boy?
Hell no.
No?
Maybe a little bit.
Oh, you were inspired to be a b-boy?
You don't know who Turbo is? Yeah. So,
I'm really sorry.
you wouldn't understand. Bro.
I'm sorry.
You wouldn't understand.
I'm sorry,
I was
internet.
inspired by hella gang members that were just super sick at art. It's crazy.
Well, listen, thanks for coming on, brother.
Absolutely.
I appreciate your time. Where can they find you? Plug yourself.
So right now, just Pac Paints 702. Find me on Instagram. Honestly, Facebook too. Luke Smith is my real name. I really don't care. Hit me up either way. I'm that dude with the mustache. So.
Nice.
I can't believe you just ended that podcast asking that question.
Dude, when you
I
go
need to watch the movie. I'm sorry. I watched the movie.
all right.
I'm sorry.
especially
I am too. I'm a real.
But
you need
that's
to- I'm gonna send you guys both.
But
both
that's-
of
Yeah,
them, you know what I mean?
Bofa. Y'all know Candace?
Listen, this is just. I'm throwing true respect out to the game here. Right?
Facts.
You know,
No,
it's like,
for sure,
you know.
for sure. You guys have always shown love. Dude.
Ramon,
No doubt.
dude.
Ramon, rest in peace.
R.I.P.
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 Tony,
he died? I fucking feel like a dick.
He died. He died in the movie. He died in the movie.
But it's a movie, though. It's
not real.
No, it's not real.
Okay. I don't.
It was real to me, dog.
Yeah. We're essentially talking about the Mighty Ducks here.
Back to what I said. Who's Ramon?
Yeah. Ramon. The Ramones.
He's so mad.
I'm just saying, like, you should have brought like a card or something.
Right, a picture, like a
yeah.
full
You should have brought it up maybe before the podcast.
That was the whole
like
point
a
of
cutout.
The whole point of the question.
To just lift up, Ramon.
You knew that it wasn't gonna hit.
Yeah, it was like
Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
It was a test.
I thought
it was
you
a
were
test,
actually
bro.
like
and
seriously.
you fucking failed the test. Both of you failed the test.
I didn't even know I was being tested today.
Yeah, I didn't
No one told me.
I thought I was out of school.
Yeah.
You guys gotta be on your toes around me.
I
dropped out.
School's in session all the time.
Okay, all right.
True.
We're back to slamming tables. now.
Sorry, Rick. Sorry.
Rick hates when JC hits the table like that, by the way. Rick's laughing.
No.
All right. Well, shit. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast, Luke. Pac Paints. Where can they find you? Plug yourself.
Pac Paints.
At Pac Paints.
Yeah, at Pac Paints _702 on Instagram. I'm in the middle of honestly just getting all my shit going. I'm trying to learn how to be professional, bro. I need a manager, so if anyone out there knows their shit, holler.
Dope. Also, if you want to check out one of his pieces that he did for us, the Culture and Cannabis Squad, it's over at. Is it called the Insider Man? Is that the place? Like
the Inside Man headquarters.
Is that
yeah.
Inside Man HQ? That's right.
Yeah, that dude's cool.
Yeah,
cool
super
dude.
cool, super cool. He was on
The name freaks me out.
Insider Man.
Yeah, I mean it's super weird.
Why so?
Inside Man.
Inside Man.
It
He
almost,
knows it all, bro.
It almost feels.
He's the fucking inside man.
It almost feels a little weird.
I think I like that
He's dope, though.
I like that his M, right, is like it's supposed to be like what are those things at like red carpet events, like the chains, and it has it going back and forth. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Mm-mm. Like stanchions.
Stanchions.
But the nice stanchions.
Yeah, because he comes from
the M, right? Yeah, so whatever.
Yeah, that dude, and that dude's super supportive of artists. So if you're trying to paint a place too, go roll up on that dude across the street from Cheetahs. He's sick.
It is right across the street from Cheetahs, down the street from Acres.
Yeah, so you could do two things at once, you know?
3 things. Get weed, get a lap dance, and do some
Facts.
Which is a whole nother art form.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Stripping?
Straight dancing.
Straight
up. Pole
Sorry.
dancing?
Is stripping a dirty word too?
Dude, it's a whole nother game.
I mean, you know, shout out to the artsy.
Shout out to anyone that's doing anything that they believe it's art, man.
Straight up. Anything creative, whether it's making a video or like anything, bro, just stick to it and do it for fun, because if you're not and you're doing it for followers or doing it for all that extra shit, guess what? Everyone could tell, bro. And that's lame. No one.
We call these people clout hounds.
Right. So go somewhere, bro. You might make it big for a second, but you're gonna be irrelevant real fast, bro.
Real quick.
Just be yourself, have fun, stick to it, bro.
Dope. Well, thank you so much for on the podcast, bro. I really appreciate
no
it.
doubt, man. I appreciate it.
JC, we have some events coming up this weekend.
We do.
We have 2 tomorrow. One tomorrow. One on Saturday. Mm-hmm. You want to tell people about what's going on?
We are.
They want to know.
Listen, we're going to completely activate the sanctuary downtown.
Yay.
You know,
it's cracking.
This is one of our favorite areas. You know, the art district downtown.
Shout out.
Friday, we're getting it all the way activated. Glass blower demo. Pac Paints is going to be doing a live paint demo. Remy LBC is going to be a live host in the building.
That's my boy.
Bang, bang.
Remy LBC.
Remy LBC. We got Red X.
He's not from Long Beach.
He's not from Long Beach. It's a different LBC. We got Red X is going to do a live performance. OG Surge is on the turntables. Listen, we got a bunch of brands in the building. We got the Honey Extracts. We got Cannovative is in the house. We're going to be there giving away free joints, bro. Free joints for everyone.
Can't go there. No.
With purchase until supplies last.
The small he just hit you with the small print. Oh.
But listen, come on down. We're doing more activations because the COVID restrictions are being lifted. We're getting back to normal. Come see us. It's going to be a good time.
And we have free food.
And it's going to be free tacos.
Free tacos. And you're going to be in the art district, so you can go like right down the first Friday right after. 5 to 7, boom. Head down there, go hang out, have a great time.
I'm going to auction my piece.
And he's going to auction his piece. Let's get it going, yo. And then Saturday, we have another event.
Saturday is going to be an incredible band, very special for a lot of people in our community. It is the grand opening of Cannastars.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. All owned, female-owned dispensary on Las Vegas Boulevard. Dearly beloved figure in our community, Brenda, leading the charge over there at Cannastars. We're going to be there. What time are we going to be there? On Saturday.
We're going to be there from 2 to 5. 2
to 5. A bunch of brands are going to be there.
JC will be there from 2 to 5. Unfortunately, I'll be there from like 3:30 to 5 o'clock. So, but
3:30 to 5 o'clock.
Yeah, but you'll see this beautiful face. He'll be sleeveless as well.
I might leave the sleeves.
He committed to being sleeveless on Friday and Saturday. Leilani already said it's okay, so we got the green light, everybody. So listen, if you're coming,
did you see the post I put? Don't ever wear sleeveless hoodies. And then I swear to God, it was like the next day, JC's there like this. With a sleeveless hoodie, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
I mean, if I would have known, I would have had the time of my entire life just by going sleeveless. I might not have ever worn them.
Dude's buff.
You know?
That running video still is fake. He's hella fake. There's no way he ran that fast.
It's my very small running stint.
Yeah, it was definitely a sprint, not a marathon for that.
Yeah.
What else do we have going on, JC? Is that it? That's just those 2 events?
I think that's enough.
We'll have some more stuff coming up later on. I think June 11th we got an event, and then June 26th we have an event too. But we'll talk about that in the next podcast.
Yes.
I think that's it, actually. Oh, next week we're gonna have on Tina from the Chamber of Cannabis. I'm gonna be talking with me and JC are gonna be talking with her about the consumption lounges and the DUI bills and kind of what that's all going on. If you've seen what I've been saying on Instagram, I have mixed feelings about the cannabis lounges, and if you want to know more, come on, check out next week, and I'll divulge all the information to you.
Yeah, because it's not a great thing for everyone.
Not a great thing for everyone. It is a great thing for 2 people, and that's dispensaries and consumers. It's just unfortunate that the little man gets screwed once again.
Always will.
Always will. But there's nothing that we can do about that at this moment in time. But what we can do is wrap up this podcast and say thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Full-Time Tony. This is JC Coates. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Later.